Okay, well, first of all, obviously a great team win. Puts us at 8 wins. Obviously, you know the math, 5 wins, 5 consecutive wins. But first of all, just really proud of our players and particularly our seniors. We talked about finishing. Everything in our program is based off of finishing, and we're learning how to finish. So I'm just proud of the resolve and the resiliency of this football team, particularly led by our senior class. This is a team that did not let adversity define who we are. Just kept grinding and building it and putting their head down and just working every day, their consistency and approach. You know, this football team has been mentally ready to play for 12 games, and that is very difficult to do. And you do that with great leadership, great competitive character, and great character in your football program, and we have that. And we have something that we're building very, very special here. But as we all know, it takes time to build, but you're starting to see it manifest within the confines of Anderson Training Center. And just proud of our players. Continuous improvement. You look at the special teams game, I believe that was our 6th special teams touchdown of the year. Zach Azani runs our punt return team, and those guys take great pride in their performance. And what can I say about Cam Sutton and, you know, the 10 other individuals that are blocking for him? You know, that was a great defense, allowing 18 points per game. The third quarter was very, very big. We outgained them 201-15. We had 12 plays of over 15 yards, just a complete win. I do think that this is one of the best stories in all of college football, with a young football team coupled with a resilient group of seniors and how far we've come. Just proud of them. And, you know, you go through football seasons, and sometimes some of them go slow and some of them go fast. And, you know, just talking with these kids, it's hard to believe that the regular season is over with. And it's one of those years, and the momentum that we have, you don't want it to end. And that's a tribute to these kids. It's a tribute, again, to everyone in our football organization. We have 1 game left. We'll take some time off, heal up a little bit, and get back to work here at the end of the week. So I'll answer any questions you may have.
Butch, against some of the better run defenses you faced in the SEC, you've done very well. You probably averaged about 100 yards more per game against what they gave up. What do you think was the key to that this year?
I think our players continue to gain confidence week in and week out. You know, the way we practice, their mentality to run the football. Can't say enough about our offensive line and how much they've grown and developed. Our wide receivers take great pride in their blocking. Our tight ends have improved greatly in their blocking. And, you know, we have some talented running backs as well. And I think when you add that all together, it makes for a great mix of being able to do some special things. And you're right. I believe I looked at the stats, and out of the top 10 defenses, we faced 4 of them in the country going into this game. And, you know, when you look at where we're at in terms of total offense, points per game, being able to run the football, they've come a long way. And I think our coaching staff has done a great job. I think Mike DeBoard has done an unbelievable job of setting a mentality in playing complementary football. You know, there was critical points in the game. You know, we go for it on 4th and 1, which we have to be able to get. We don't do that. But our defense forces a safety, and then we're ahead again of the field position. We answered when Vanderbilt scored a few times. We answered it with responding with getting points on the board. And again, that just stems from confidence and great resolve. And again, we had some individuals step up and make some big plays tonight.
Let's talk about the adjustments defensively and really coming out strong in the third quarter on that side of the ball.
Well, we did. We made some adjustments, and, you know, Ralph Webb is a really, really good football player. And, you know, they did some different things unbalanced. We missed some checks here or there. And you know, that was on us. And to our players, you know, to their tribute, they adjusted, got the calls in, and they performed very well and provided a spark for us, particularly in the third quarter.
Butch, while you sit here and take some time off and wait on your postseason fate, how important was it for your team to close its season with this kind of performance to for momentum for bowl practice, for perhaps to catch the eye of the bowl selection process?
You just answered the question for me. It was monumental. It was big, and first and foremost for our players. To finish strong, they've worked so hard. They've been through so much this year. Again, for this senior class, we're in the huddle, I think, with about 11 minutes to go in the game, and we're going out on offense. And, I told them, enjoy these 11 minutes because life goes fast, time goes fast. And, but all that, again, we have a lot of momentum. I believe we're one of the best teams in the country, and our players believe that. And there's a lot of positive energy surrounding our program, and that's a tribute to our players, our staff, and their work ethic.
Butch, Jalen didn't find a bunch of room in the first half, then he explodes in the second half. Did you see something change in his demeanor? Or, I guess, what was the difference there for him?
Just, we were able to get him to the second level. He runs the ball very hard. Again, we felt we had to wear them down with tempo and running the football, and they're a very, very good defense. Again, they're giving up 18 points per game. They're going to have success, But, again, we talked about running the ball with patience. When you play the great defenses, Jimmy, when you asked, the other thing is having patience, is understanding that a 2-yard gain, getting the dirty yards, a 0 gain and not having a tackle for loss, a 4-yard gain, a 5-yard gain, and methodically moving the ball. Those are all positives. And I think that's a mentality, that we talk about within, the offensive line room and the backs and everyone is that, when you run the football, you have to be patient with it. And I think sometimes you tend to be impatient and you expect to have a big run all the time. And, you're getting 4 yards, 5 yards a gain, sometimes 3 yards a gain. Those are all positive yardage football plays, being able to stay on schedule with manageable third downs.
I think have run for as many more yards than you have in almost 20 or more than 20 years. Did you guys, as a staff coming into the season, expect to be able to be that productive? I know you have some talent in the backfield, but did you think this offense could put up those kind of numbers?
We just really focused on the task at hand of what it would take to continuously improve week in and week out. And, it's a tribute to our players, the summer and the strength and conditioning and, carrying that over in the fall camp and then throughout the course of the season, the way, they prepare themselves on a weekly basis, the way they take care of their bodies. And you could just see the confidence growing and growing and growing. So I just think it's been a combination of a lot of little things, as we all know, add up to the big things.
Which the red zone tonight, you were more efficient scoring touchdowns in the red zone than last week. Any thoughts on that?
I thought we just executed. I thought it was a game that really, our players did a great job of executing in all 3 phases. And I thought we were aggressive, and that was a defense that wasn't giving up very many touchdowns in the red zone. So, again, our players made plays. We were able to create some space. And, again, it stems up front. It's a line of scrimmage league. But, again, just being persistent with the run, and sooner or later they're going to break.
Josh Dobbs got those rushing yards going up first before, Jalen started picking up his yards. Talk about what the young man has been able to do this season with his legs and really pick up that offense.
Well, you mentioned, about did Jalen do anything different? I think part of that is being able to run the quarterback effectively, and it all goes hand in hand. And, you talk about Alvin Kamara and, what he had 103 yards. Jalen had 121 yards, and Josh had 93 yards. So I think they complement each other, but anytime the quarterback gets involved in the run game, I thought we threw the ball efficiently. We had some big plays. I thought Josh Smith, particularly earlier in the game, really stepped up and made some big plays for us as well.
We've got players here.
There were times, I guess, this season where your team would get those kind of 2-score leads, and then maybe it was a maturity issue or whatever, but they wouldn't kind of step on the throat and finish it. What was it like to see them do that? Take that situation and learn from it.
Again, that's the maturation process of this football team in West. You're exactly right. And to be able to see that and not let up, and the look in our players' eyes they wanted to finish. They wanted to finish the game. And it's all about protecting Neyland Stadium. And again, I want to thank our fans for coming out and supporting this football team. And the whole entire state of Tennessee should feel good about their Tennessee Vols and everything that these players have given to them. And we talk about I'll give my all for Tennessee today, and not to be cliche-ish, but these individuals give their all for Tennessee each and every day. They understand that they represent everyone in this state, and they take great pride in that.
Thank you. We have Alvin Kamara.